If there's one great new band that's gonna take you right back to your dearest festival memories, it's Stone Statues. They're gonna bring you back to the time when the grass was greener, tickets were affordable, and the sun was shining most of the time. So let's talk about it in more detail. Stone Statues is the name of the band, and my first experience with them was in 2022. I had heard of the name in music media, but I had not heard any songs. But then this massive festival announced its lineup for the summer, and it was really close to me, so I got excited. And they also announced that Stone Statues was gonna play there. So I was like, okay, now I need to check out what these guys are all about. So I went to Spotify, started listening, and fell in love immediately. The songs were really aggressive, catchy, punchy. They had a lot of energy in the songs. They were in their early 20s, I think, at the time. So it was a great experience to find some fresh blood, some young, frenetic energy. And of course, when I fell in love with the music, of course, I had to buy the debut album I'm holding here right now. It's the self-titled album. I think the cover of the album is pretty basic. You got a picture of the band members here. Let's see what the liner notes were. I think this is what you would expect. I have the song lyrics here and another promo shot of the band. Yeah, this is Jenna Kosunen, the singer and bass player, Markus Hakala, the guitar player and screamer, and Allu Tanskanen, who plays the drums. Yeah, this is a really strong debut album and probably my favorite from them. All of these are great songs, but my favorite one is probably Glory Pictures. It's the quintessential Stone Statue song. It's fast, catchy, punchy, just excellent piece of work, and I think it encapsulates the band really well. And what I love about this album is it's kind of it's not too polished. It's kind of rough around the edges, and I think this was even recorded in the PE hall of some school. So really, really wonderful DIY kind of a thing going on this album that I really enjoyed. You can really feel the young energy, and you can almost, smell the sweat when they were really, really playing these songs loud in the rehearsal place and when they were recording the album. So really awesome stuff. Okay, so then, as I mentioned, I went to the festival, and this was a great experience because it was in 2022, so COVID was over. No one was wearing masks anymore. People were really happy and relaxed, loosening up after the bullshit with COVID. And I went to see them. They were playing on this smaller stage in the festival. And what an atmosphere it was there. I mean, the band was playing fiercely. They were having the time of their lives, smiling, headbanging, just enjoying the festival summer. There were many mosh pits circling right in front of the stage. People were really, really excited and screaming their lungs out. So this was the first proper festival or a bigger concert event that I went to after COVID. So it was just a really, really wonderful moment. because the COVID shit had lasted for so long and everybody was so fed up with it. And when you finally got out again to gigs, to concerts, it really warmed my heart. All right, a couple of years later, they put out this one, the second album called Guardian. This is another strong album. It's not quite as good as the first one, but still a solid piece of work. This is a little different because they clearly refined their sound a bit. This one is more polished and maybe, I'm not sure if professional is the right word, but their production took a step forward on this one. There are a couple of slower tracks, I guess you could call them ballads, that I'm not a huge fan of, but on the other hand, they make the album more dynamic. This is something good, of course. Well, this is the disc. Let's see what the booklet is all about. Once again, you have the lyrics of the songs. Yeah, and here you have the credits as well. Kind of a crazy cover art. I don't really know what's going on. You have these hammers and chisels and this, I don't know, lady devil. I have no idea. All right, let's talk about this one. This actually just came out this June, at the beginning of June, so it's pretty new still, and it's called Nothing Is Ever Over. And this is once again a stronger album compared to the previous one. Really awesome stuff on this one. I think this is more consistent when it comes to the song quality. Once again, you have some pictures on the pages and the song lyrics. Yeah, good stuff. Let's talk about the members a little bit. I could take this one because here you have good pictures of the band members. So this is the lead singer, Jenna Kosunen, and she's a powerhouse really when it comes to singing. She's got a piercing voice when she really is singing the aggressive songs, but she also has a mellow side she uses in those slower ballad-like songs. And she also plays the bass, obviously, as I said before. She might be a little divisive when it comes to her voice, but I think she's a perfect fit in this band. I think her voice really complements the song. So I think she's just perfect in this group. And this one's Markus Hakala, the guitar player, and he also does backing vocals, screams, in other words. He's got a great screaming voice, actually. He kind of reminds me of Corey Taylor from Slipknot, from their early albums in early 2000s or something. And he actually plays a Telecaster, which is really cool and refreshing, because I don't think many rock bands or metal bands these days have guitar players that play with a Telecaster. And I've always loved the guitar model. It's kind of primal, nostalgic and vintage kind of a look. It's really cool that he plays the Telecaster. And then we have Allu Tanskanen, the drum player. And I want to mention the drums when it comes to the songwriting. I'm not actually sure what their songwriting process is, but I could imagine by listening to the songs that he has a part in the songwriting process as well, and the arrangements, because the way they use drums is really nice, because it also complements the riffs and the songs and really makes everything more groovy, more heavy. So that's one of the strengths of this band. He really knows how to pummel the drums in a way that it always serves the songs. Awesome stuff. But I don't think I said what the songs are actually like, what their musical style is. And it's really difficult to define. It's really difficult to put them under a clear category or genre, because they have influences from many different bands and styles. There are a couple of bands that actually come to mind when I think of these guys. System of a Down is the first one. They kind of have a similar approach when it comes to their style. In a way, their songs are all over the place. You have calm parts, and then the next moment everything kind of explodes. There's a lot of frenetic energy going on, and then they slow down again. So the kind of untraditional, unapologetic style of music that System of a Down has, I think these guys also have that. They're also groovy as hell. Some of the songs almost sound like Pantera to me. You know, the groovy riffs remind me of those super heavy riffs that Pantera is so famous for. But I can also, on the other hand, sense some grunge or stoner rock vibes. For instance, on this debut album, there's a song called Bad Brains, and it might as well be a Soundgarden song, in my opinion. It's so heavy and kind of mid-tempo, kind of a thing that you could hear on a Soundgarden album also, I think. So this is a really wonderful new band that kind of restored my faith in new younger bands, because I'm kind of fed up with these old-timers putting out mediocre albums because they just don't know how to retire. I don't know, maybe I'm a little harsh here, but you know what I mean. So that's it, Stone Statues. I think this is the future of rock or metal. So thanks for watching. You know what to do next.